From Toronto, I'm Ed Cohen with Jay Williams. And Jay, the Grizzlies have long departed Vancouver. The Raptors are Canada's team. And right now, one of the most consistent in the NBA.
And this team has a whole country behind them, Ed, just not a city. And I'm so sick and tired of fans talking about this team can't make it out of the playoffs. They have the personnel to achieve the ultimate level of success, and that's winning an NBA championship.
In hockey terms, he's ready to drop the gloves. We're ready to go in this one in Toronto. The 76ers begin the game with the basketball. Simmons to Tobias Harris. 4-3. And that's the start they wanted here on the road.
Execution is everything. I love the sharpness and precision they came out with in that first possession.
Jay, what do you make of the pressure on this franchise? A whole country is watching.
Pressure makes diamonds, my friend. So if you're your jury, you're throwing everything at the wall and you're seeing what sticks. Because the goal is to win now. Not yesterday, not tomorrow, but right now.
Screen coming. Fred VanVleet to Lowry. Strong finish at the rim for Marc Gasol. Good luck keeping up with that.
Did you see that jump? It was as quick as a pogo stick.
Marc Gasol able to recover with the block.
Ed, that's light work for a guy with his ability.
Lowry to Gasol. Now a pass stolen by the Sixers.
I'm hearing some boos from the crowd. They know just like I know you're not getting back on D.
The drive right to the basket. Al Horford going to the line to shoot two.
Trust me, you want to avoid early foul trouble. Take that one as a warning.
And Al Horford, a couple of free throws on the way. Shoots it at 75% for his career. First one goes down. Goes 2 for 2. Ball's controlled by the Raptors. Lowry to Gasol. You've got to get that one to go. To Tobias Harris. Nothing going here on that drive. Harris to the basket, but his shot stays out.
And this is where you know you have the offense right where you want them. Every possession, all you see them doing is complaining to the ref, complaining to each other. You're making the game uncomfortable. That's the mark of a good defense.
Simmons into the front court. His team up by 1. Rocking the rim.
It's easy to become mesmerized when you watch a player who can create off the dribble. We call that dancing. When you allow a player to dance with that much space, that's Proud City.
Lowry to Gasol. Marc Gasol, 2 for 3 now here in the first.
He's been doing this for years. The physicality in which he plays, no one wants to see that. You're going to leave the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
Marc Gasol pins it.
Sent a message on that one, Ed.
Toronto has the basketball. Pascal Siakam passed it off. Tough-looking shot there. Still gets it to go down.
Ed, sometimes less is more. Keeping it simple is the best way.
Simmons with it. Down a point. And the slam.
It looks like he's using his ball handling to feel the game out. I know it looks like he's just playing around out there trying to get the fans going. That is true, but he's also finding his rhythm.
Lowry to Gasol. Marc Gasol, 3 for 4. Good start.
Oh, man, you're not supposed to be able to do that with that size, but in today's game, dexterity and mobility are off the charts for bigs.
And he'll head to the line.
Hey, look, sometimes you need to feel out your opponent. Let them know you're there. I'm okay with that early foul.
Ben Simmons at the line for 2 shots. 56% for his career. And he connects on the first free throw. So he hits the first, misses the second. Across the timeline, it's Lowry. 10-all is our score. To Gasol. Oh, he was wide open. It's not going to be pretty when they watch the video. Someone's getting chewed out.
I'm laughing because when you look at Marc Gasol, he's not the fastest big guy in the game. He's not the smoothest, nor is he the best shooter. But you know what he is? He's prepared and he's experienced. That's why he can get you 17 to 18 to 19 points per night or more, and you get a tough low post presence.
Opposing coach is going to counter, make some changes of his own. Ben Simmons at the line for a chance at a three-point play. Shooting 50%. Some yes, some no in this contest. Free throw up and good. And the three-point play puts them up early in this one. To Stanley Johnson. Sixers have it. Simmons. Josh Richardson. And buries it. Jay, they'll take that any day.
If you're coaching against this player, you have to throw some big traps, some big schemes. How are you making this player think instead of just naturally reacting?
Nowitzki. Fires the three. Buries it on the catch and shoot.
Ed, let me tell you how this one goes. It ain't no fun if the homies can't have some. Everyone's getting a piece of the rock tonight.
Sixers call for time as they'll talk things over here in the first quarter. Time for some new personnel into the game.
Number 21,
Sixers finally break through. 52 wins last year. But, Jay, where do they factor in a top-heavy Atlantic division?
I still see this team finishing on the outside looking in. What I mean by outside is the 2 or 3 spot. I think this is Boston's division to lose, Boston's conference to lose. But still, the question mark still is around Ben Simmons and his ability to shoot the ball down the stretch.
Johnson. To Nowitzki. Joel Embiid.
Whoa! Get that out of here.
Message sent, Jay. A bad pass as the Sixers come up with the steal. To Simmons. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
Ed, you ever bail out of something at the last second? That's what I saw right there from the defender. We call that no man's land. They weren't really committed to getting out of the way, committing a hard foul, or taking the brunt of the contact.
Ben Simmons trying to cash in on the three-point play, shooting 66% in this contest. Simmons converts the three-point play. The Sixers increase the lead. Toronto with the basketball. Sizing up the defense. Has a chance. The screen sets him up for two.
I don't know what halftime evaluation will be worse, the ankles or the bruised ego.
Richardson to Simmons. A drive to the basket, but the shot rattles in and out.
That's superb defense. That's a defense getting there from the weak side early and making the player short on the shot.
Won't go. He needs some luck on his side given how they're defending. Had a good look there, but it's no good. No good. They'll let one fly from half court. That ends the first quarter. The 76ers have the lead. Second quarter set to begin. Some impressive shooting numbers. Jay, is that good offense, or is it, dare we say, bad defense?
Well, the offense is hitting on all cylinders. Great ball movement, great shooting, great passing. But my goodness, has the defense been horrific. Can we do something about that, please, in the second quarter?
And he dunks it down for two.
It's so amazing when you get a chance to see a player in his own space. It's almost as if the defense doesn't exist. He can go left, he can go right, he can attack. He's playing on that court by himself.
Looks like some substitutions are coming on in. Harris. To Embiid. Lowry into the front court. Down by one. Down low, Gasol. Scores from the post.
Old school equals high percentage.
Jay, what's the next step for Ben Simmons?
MVP, Ed. To win the MVP. But perception is reality. And I've been hearing this stuff from a lot of people who have been watching Ben Simmons show out this past summer on IG. Ben Simmons needs to get back to the lab, stay in the gym, continue to work on that jump shot, because this is still a team that lost 1-4 to the Celtics without Kyrie Irving and Gordon Hayward.
And he adds the free throw. Coach is going to shift gears and adjust his matchups. To Ibaka. Serge Ibaka slams it down.
Well, when you play for each other and not just for yourself, that's when great things happen. You essentially lose yourself in what the team is trying to accomplish. It's called unselfish basketball. And there's nothing more beautiful than rewarding your teammate with a nice pass and letting them finish for 2 or 3 points.
Too much contact, and free throws coming.
Love the fact that the shooter created contact on the upward motion to shoot the basketball. Big time play.
First free throw is good. 2 for 2 on that trip. To Simmons. And finishes strong. He was ready right at the tip.
What a first half he's having. He came out of the gate, attacked, found ways to get to the rim. Now look how easy the game is coming to him.
To Gasol. Oh, he had him there for a second. Nothing going here on that drive. Horford with the rebound. Here's Simmons with it up top. Down 2. And a throwdown.
You never want to leave anything to chance when you attack the rim. You finish strong every time you head home.
To Van Vliet. Count the basket. A lot of contact. No foul.
In the paint, you need to finish just like that.
Simmons to Tobias Harris. Nothing going here on that drive. Marc Gasol with a piece. 4th this contest.
Oh, he blocked that with authority.
Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down.
We call that get your money and put it in the bank.
No good, and no foul.
It's easy for the offense to get agitated when you keep turning around and the defense is right there in your face. The jawing is only going to escalate.
Now the Raptors going to use a timeout as they'll make sure they're aligned here in a 2-point basketball game. Time to shuffle things up.
Number 7, Kyle Lowry.
Al Horford, huge block.
Just erasing mistakes left and right.
Richardson to Embiid. Curling inside. Rebounds taken down by the Raptors. To Gasol. Count the basket inside.
Hand down, man down. You got to get up and contest the shot.
Simmons to Embiid. Nice pass to set things up.
Bodies bouncing all around on that layup with the offense winning that battle. But if the defense keeps up that kind of pressure, good things are bound to happen.
Pascal Siakam to Gasol. Old school. Backs his man down for the basket.
The savvy players, they create contact. They throw their arms in you. They even throw their bodies into you. And as soon as you become hesitant defensively, they got you right where they want you.
They're going to make some changes with some new personnel on the floor. Lowry with it. Leads 4. Fred Van Vliet to Lowry. Joel Embiid with the block.
Just incredible timing on that swat.
Sixers have the basketball.
Got him. 1 minute.
How you practice leads to that. Nice pump fake.
I know this for a fact, Ed. Ben Simmons wanted to channel his inner Bill Russell during the NBA awards as he stood up on that stage accepting that Rookie of the Year trophy, looking down at all the people that hated on him and didn't think that after a year of being injured that he can come back and be the one that everybody thought he could be. One of only 7 players in NBA history to lead his team to 50-plus wins while accepting the Rookie of the Year trophy.
Now ready to shoot at the line.
Aggressive play there, but you can't fault the defender for being up in the shooter. You need to contest shots, each and every one of them.
First one, count it.
For the Toronto Raptors, number 9, Serge Ibaka.
No good on the second. It's a 1-of-2 trip. Lowry into the front court. The margin is 3 as we approach halftime. From the painted area, won't go down. To Tobias Harris. Nothing going here on that drive. Harris. That's out. Last touch by Al Horford. Coach has seen enough. He wants some changes. New personnel onto the floor.
Number 22.
Gasol, good for 2. Great footwork once again.
The assist from number 22,
Just enough of a head fake to help on that one. Late heave to beat the buzzer. That's the end of the quarter. The Raptors have the lead.
Thanks, Ed. Let's get right into the action here. The Raptors are in a close game thus far. They decided to make a statement in the opening half, and they did it by throwing down dunk after dunk after dunk. I think the rim is still shaking. These are the guys getting buckets for the Toronto Raptors. The 76ers are keeping things exciting in a close matchup. I love the way they gave each other scoring opportunities. That really impressed me. I love seeing unselfish basketball like that. Have a look at the leading scorers. For the Philadelphia 76ers,
Game track. Blocks.
after just 2 quarters, we've already seen so many blocks from each of these squads. I'm loving how aggressive the players have been on defense. What you're seeing in these highlights will make any defensive-minded coach proud, like Chuck Daly.
Player of the half.
Marc Gasol tallied a lot of blocks in the first half and really made his presence known on the defensive end. I bet we end up seeing the opposition get even more timid around him. Here we go with the top plays from the first half.
Number 2. Number 1.
Fellas, back to you.
Tight game through the first 2 quarters as we resume play here in the third. The ball controlled by Kyle Lowry. To Van Vliet. Probing the defense. Fred Van Vliet. Into the front court comes Simmons. His guy's down 3. He throws it down. Whoa, he got up there.
Just showing you that 40-inch vertical.
Across the timeline, it's Lowry. His guys lead here, early stages, third quarter. Pascal Siakam. Finish that.
This team is collectively feeding off their negative energy so far in the second half. Everybody is mad. Everybody is frustrated. Nobody's decided to take the torch and say, hey, look, follow my lead.
Joel Embiid. 3 for 6 now.
That's lunch pail business right there. Don't worry about the no call. Keep powering through.
Lowry to Van Vliet. Great look and vision. Pascal Siakam, strong finish.
Oh, man, did you see that swiftness? He dunked that thing like a tennis ball.
It looked like that in his hand. And he's fouled, and he earns a trip to the line.
This drives me nuts when I see fouls like that being called in a close game. Sometimes you just got to let them play, ref.
Ben Simmons has got 2 shots coming, shooting 66% in this contest. Knocks down the first. Able to convert on both free throws.
Oh, yeah, 2 points.
Kyle Lowry with the rock. Pascal Siakam to Lowry. Nothing going here on that drive. Short jumper won't go down. To Simmons. Oh, Jay, he commands the paint this time down.
We're watching the clinic right now. We're watching basketball one-on-one. Whoever this professor is, he needs to get paid top dollar.
Here comes the screen. Short jumper misses.
And you see so many players quit on a play after they were beat the first time, but not him. He stayed on his hip, he fought back, and he made the player miss the shot. That's great defense.
And one. Embiid, good through the contact. And going to the line for a chance at a 3-point play.
Huh, he should get some kind of acting award. That's a great sell by the offensive player. But guess what? The refs bit, and that's the game.
Joel Embiid at the line for a chance at a 3-point play. For his career, 77% at the line. Embiid's free throw good. A 3-point play. The Sixers extend the lead. It's the Raptors with the basketball. Surveys the floor. Lowry to Ibaka. Oh, emphatic slam. Jay, let's see if that's a sign for him.
Well, he's been pretty much non-existent the first 3 quarters, but when you have a play like that, that can get the juices going, and that can help you with your offensive rhythm.
Josh Richardson, very efficient and making an impact. He's 3 for 3.
Attack mode isn't a switch that you can just turn on and off. He needs to do more of that. We need to see him penetrate, get into that lane, and create.
Here comes the screen. Can't convert the free throw. Substitution being made in this one. Lowry to Ibaka. Serge Ibaka slams it down.
And when you get your prescription, you take your medicine and you call it a day.
Simmons with it. They lead it. 4-point game. To Embiid. Whistled for the foul. Chance coming up at the free throw line.
I've seen it happen so many times. Small things like that foul can end up becoming a momentum changer. Let's see how this one plays out.
And hits the first free throw.
Substitutions, Toronto.
Goes 2 for 2 at the line. Lowry into the front court. The deficit is 6. Has a look. Gets a look. Can't hit. To Simmons. It was right there. Doesn't have the touch. No good.
That's how you do it. You keep riding him to the basket, and if the refs aren't calling it, keep being physical. Keep knocking him off balance.
Perfect feed to set up the basket.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
Serge Ibaka sends it away.
You know why? I don't see anybody on the defensive end standing up out of position. I see everybody squatted down, really active with their hands. That's the mentality that will lead you to where you want to go.
Not that time. To Simmons. Driving right to the basket. Stuffs it down with authority.
I know there's that old saying that says one man can't beat 5, but we're watching one man carry 4 other players. His back has to be hurting. Another big-time finish.
Not that time. To Simmons. And he's fouled. Earns a trip to the foul line, Jay.
Great job, Ed, by the shooter to create contact after the jump. That's how you get to the free throw line.
Ben Simmons, a couple of free throws on the way. Shooting 75% so far tonight. First one goes down. And he makes them both. Ball's controlled by Lowry. To Ibaka. The drive, right to the basket. Serge Ibaka. That's how it's done. He's 4 for 4 in the game.
Serge Ibaka has such a good jump shot for somebody 6'10", but every time I hear his name, I just can't help but think about what would have been in OKC.
To Simmons. Stuffs it down with authority.
As a rookie last year, Ben Simmons averaged 16 points a game and posted 12 triple-doubles, the second most by any rookie in NBA history. Or was last year really his rookie year? We can debate that one later.
Layup's good. That's as high percentage as it gets.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
Shot from the lane won't go.
And you have to remember that your hand is part of the ball. There wasn't enough contact on that play for the refs to blow the whistle.
Going to launch beyond the arc. Straight on 3. At the buzzer. Third quarter comes to an end. It's the Sixers out in front. It's been a compelling game so far. The fourth quarter is underway. To Embiid.
Everyone gets free pizza.
Short jumper off the mark. To Powell.
I got ball. I got ball.
Ah, missed it. How'd that not go down? To Richardson for 3. It's no good. Shot's not going down. Ball's controlled by the Raptors. Pass Pascal Siakam. To Ibaka. Serge Ibaka. The defense is really going to have to start paying attention. He's 5 for 5 for the field.
From somebody who loves to score a lot himself, defensively, if you are guarding me in a parallel position, I can have whatever I want when I want. You have to force this guy to go one direction, make him go towards his weak hand, and then contest that shot.
To Powell. Ibaka. Shot's no good. You have to like the confidence, but that was a difficult shot.
It's easy. Force guys into low percentage shots. That's the reason why we're big into stats. It was all provided to you before the game in the scouting report.
And he's going to the free throw line.
The game is too tight for you to be taking risks like that. You want to avoid foul trouble at all costs.
Josh Richardson at the line for 2 shots. For his career, 78% at the line. And he connects on the first free throw.
Philadelphia. Subbing in for the Toronto.
Good free throw shooting. Knocks down a pair. Toronto has the basketball. Fred VanVleet to Ibaka. Takes stock of the floor. Here comes the screen. Trying to cash in. Shot by Ibaka. Won't go down. To Richardson. To Horford. Fires the 3. Smothering D.
Shoot or shoot. Period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
Pascal Siakam to Gasol. Oh, great pass. Setting up the basket.
It just seems like nobody can stop him but him. Once he's found his offensive swag, that boy's deadly.
43, Pascal Siakam.
Drive by Harris, but a shot won't go. Tough make through traffic.
I was expecting the dish there, but way to fake that one and lay that one in.
Toronto with the basketball. Here's a chance from long range. Another chance. Oh, and a putback.
Ed, it's pretty amazing how athletic bigs can be when it comes to getting an easy 2 points, huh?
Simmons into the front court. Up by 6. Straight down the middle of the lane. Way to punch it home.
Did you see the way that dribble freed him up? It created so much space. I did, but the defender didn't.
Fred VanVleet to Gasol. Down low. And Simmons the rebound. Harris to Richardson. Has a chance. Won't go. The shot almost. To Ibaka. Strong finish at the rim for Marc Gasol. He climbed the ladder on that one.
Well, the question is, how big is the ladder? He's still climbing.
Marc Gasol sends it away. Ooh, 5 now.
Blocking so many shots only gives your perimeter that much more confidence to really apply more pressure.
Grabs his own miss and scores. Good concentration.
There are certain guys in this league that should be put on alert status 24/7 because either they're posterizing you or that attempt can still be a poster.
To Ibaka. From the painted area, won't go down. Pascal Siakam rejects it. It's the Raptors with the basketball.
Here's one of the biggest secrets as we move into this new age of basketball, especially in the draft room. You have to draft players with size and length. That's the biggest deterrent for any team offensively.
To Richardson. Marc Gasol snatching it out of the air. Incredible. 6 tonight.
This game is all about playing mind tricks on people. The offense is more worried about getting their shot blocked than they are about actually making the shot.
Simmons to Richardson. Nothing going here on that drive. Kicks it around the perimeter to Horford. A drive to the basket, but the shot rattles around and out. Fred VanVleet to Ibaka. Gets it in the left corner. Ben Simmons swats it.
You know, sometimes basketball can become a very beautiful thing to watch. During the regular season, things can get difficult. Energy can be low. The passion at times can even be lower because players are tired. They're fatigued. But today, it's all been good. They're putting in an absolute show with killer efficiency and tremendous effort and intensity.
Missed a wide open look. Harris to Horford. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up. A drive down the lane, but the shot won't go. Ruling is there was intent. It's an intentional foul.
This is a close game, and possessions are at a premium. That's a good move to stop the clock.
Defense! Defense, let's go!
Good look that time, but off the mark. It's good. The Sixers are victorious as they win a close one by 2. For Jay Williams and all our crew, I'm Ed Cohen saying so long for now. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports.
It's Jalen Rose, and it's time for the EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The 76ers won this game after a close finish.
And it's always great to watch a team with such an unselfish approach to the game. Plenty of assists were delivered throughout this contest.
Check out the leading scores for the Philadelphia 76ers. The Raptors lost a tight one today, and you can see the disappointment.
And even though they shot so well from the field, I bet they're only thinking about the shots they missed. This was a tough game to lose.
Check out the leading scores for the Toronto Raptors.
Game track. Field goals.
This was a matchup in which solid shooting was prominently on display. I definitely enjoyed it. Like I'm loving enjoying all of these highlights right now. Great job of effective, efficient scoring from these squads.
Player of the game.
Simmons
Was aggressive today with his scoring, getting his points right at the basket. He put down a crazy number of dunks in today's matchup.
Who was gold?
player that makes it to the NBA is a great athlete, but even the best players have their off nights. Today was just one of those days for this guy. Top plays, and we've got 3 of them for you.
Number 2. Number 1.
Here's a view of the upcoming games for the Toronto Raptors. And that does it for our post-game wrap-up. On behalf of ESPN on EA Sports, I'm Jalen Rose. Thanks for joining us.